Hi, first grade families. So I just wanted to go over some of the assessments that all the first graders need to do by Friday. So if you go to our Google Classroom and you click on classwork, you'll see right at the top it says mandatory assessments. And we're asking each child to complete 3 assessments. Now, this looks like there's 4, but it looks a little different on the teacher pages. There's actually only 3 for the students. So they need to complete a math assessment, an ELA assessment, and an opinion writing assessment. So what you do is you would click where it says math assessment, and then click again. And then here it is. So they have to make sure they type their name at the top. So for each question, they're either going to click on the correct answer, or sometimes there's a drop-down menu. And some of the problems, they have to write in there, they type in their answer. So the last 3, they have to type in their answer. And then when they're finished, just make sure that they click submit. We're asking that the students do the work on their own. I know you want to help them, but we really need to see what they can do on their own so that their second grade teachers will know where to start with them in the fall when we get back to school. If your child needs something read to them, that's fine. So if you need to read the question to them or read the word problem to them, that is fine. We just don't want them to have any help on the math part. We want them to do the math on their own. So that's the math assessment. The ELA assessment is a passage and then some questions after it. So have your child put in their name, and then you'll see the story, The Tortoise and the Hare, so they'll read the story, and then there'll be questions about the story, and then they'll click on next, and then they'll keep going until the last page where it will say submit at the bottom. So that's the ELA assessment. And then the opinion writing assessment is based on this book, Julius, the Baby of the World. If your child was in the Zoom class the other day, they heard this book, but if they were not, it's okay. The next slide, they can just click on this link and they can hear the story read to them. Or even if they were in the Zoom class, they can hear the story again. And then they're going to think about this question. In your opinion, do you think Lily is a good big sister to Julius? And on the next slide, they're going to type their answer. So again, you can read the directions to them, but we ask that they do the writing on their own so that we can see what they can do on their own. Okay, so those are the 3 assessments. So we have the opinion writing, the ELA, and the math. And we're asking if they could complete this by Friday and if they could do this before any other work on the Google Classroom page. So prioritize the assessments. If you have any questions, reach out to your child's teacher. Thank you so much for your cooperation and help. We couldn't do it without you. And we'll see you again soon.